Georgeville. Remember in the first game of Erangel, what two teams did move and go towards North Georgeville? It was, of course, Omen Elite and I believe Top Esports.
I think that was the case. Yeah, I think there was definitely Omen. Definitely Omen. They just went up there, did a 2-man split, and tried to have a good location to work with. They got a nice amount of loot. It was a little bit harder later on where they have to rotate in the circle. It was very punishing. Unfortunately, with the playstyle and the ambition they were working with, it was actually coming from a really good place. So I did really enjoy that kind of move from their side. But here it is, the team started to drop, and X-West F always dropping pretty hard normally. But are they going to go Pachinki? Doesn't seem like it. They're going towards the west side right now. Seems like we're having a little bit of a copy paste and repeat of what happened earlier, and also that game on Erangel earlier on game 2. Purple Mood did also drop pretty high north, and seems like they're going for that again and easily set themselves up in that location.
Told you, I'm going to lead in Top Esports.
Although we're I
was actually right for once, in fairness.
Team Secret, Team Kesso going for the same kind of location. They got the same kind of play style, so I think they got the idea of going for Primorsk, staying on the edge, rotating inwards. That's what they do. That's what we're used to so far. And actually, more than one team this time around going to be going over to military base. That's going to be 3 teams.
I think one member of Nova Monster Shield has maybe had a bit of an issue, but let's see what happens. Either way, I want to see what this Phase 1 circle. Will we get a military base circle? Will we get an Area 51 of these teams searching for the aliens? I can pretty much tell you that it's going to be a military base finish. Thank you, PUBG Mobile gods.
Thank you. I am so happy. When we were casting Wildcard, I was always just waiting for military base. I had one military base ending in all of the Wildcard series.
Okay, so let's look at it right now. Okay, we've got to look at it. These teams have got to move in.
Okay.
Okay.
They see me rolling. They hate it, especially Team Secret.
Did you see us beat this horde after he got that kill? That was ultimate troll. So that's first frag going over to Team K, so it's going to help them. But you got to look at these teams. They've got to move into military base as quickly as possible. You've got 2 options. You either move in super early or you move in super late. As in, when I say super late, as in Phase 2 Blue Zone late. Because in my opinion, anything in between, you are going to get absolutely cooked.
2 teams are in a really good situation. That's Nova Monster Team and Nova Monster Shield, and also the side of Team Kessa that started to rotate towards the bridge. And that bridge area, especially the west one, if you can defend that, so many teams are going to try and get towards that location. It's a really good place because especially the west bridge has a compound right next to it and a really good high ground location. If you can work with that this early on and have really good high tier loot, even up to long range weapons such as the Kar 98, you can be just an absolute beast of a team on this game 4.
You can be. We do see Deformia. They found a vehicle in Rosshawk. They need a good result, so if I were them, I would go into military base as quick as possible. You see Nova Monster Shield, you talked about their position. It's pretty strong. RG Star are near them, so it's something they're going to be careful of. If I were Team Secret and Team K, so I would get into a boat, or to get in a boat, to get in the vehicle, and make their way to military base that way.
Definitely, that's what they should try and focus on. Also, you got a compound next to the West Bridge inside of military base, so that would be a really good location. It's not taken over because the main military base is taken over by Team IND, and then you have Novo on the east side taken over by Team Top. Yeah. That means that the 2 main compounds with all the loot from this area is taken over. So you're going to have a hard time. After it is big enough, like military base is big enough to have like up to 2 teams, 3 teams even maybe. But like when you're not dropping there already and the team's already locked and loaded, it's going to be really hard to push inwards and call it home.
Yeah, you're dead right. I want to know how salty Purple Moody Sports are with that circle.
I gotta say also Team Kesso, they did exactly what I said. Got the boat, got military base, avoided the bridge because the bridge not getting really gatekeep. Like got RG Star Team and Nova Monster Shield that could go there and set that as their main location, but it seems like no one is really going for it right now.
No, not going for it right now. Let's see what happens. Right now, we're looking at All Rejection Gaming. They've had some somewhat consistent, decent performances, yet to really hit a high mark that we would like to see them kind of showcase what they can do overall. They've had some good kills that have really kind of helped them in terms of the overall placement. They're in Yasna and Pollyanna, and the good thing is that as they move down south, they can actually go towards the east side bridge because nobody is on the east side of the map.
That is going to be a location that I think a lot of teams might be looking towards to try and call home right now, but they do not have the information. Again, they do not know if there are teams that are set in those locations, so it would be a risky one. Also, you're going to have a few teams that are up north. You're going to have to try and rotate towards the circle, because if it goes in military base, it's going to be extremely punishing for the likes of Team Omens, Team Purple Mood. Right now, going to have a few shots fired between RG Star Team and Team Kesso towards that bridge area.
Oh, man.
It is a nice grenade cooked up on top of Axel, going to be putting him knocked. And now another rush on the other side. RG Star Team, that is how you do a compound breach, ladies and gentlemen. Getting two angles, overwhelming them with sheer power and destruction, and taking it home.
Plus, using the grenade to get that first knockdown, Max, it's so safe. And it gives you the man advantage because they didn't actually know how many people were in that compound. There could have been 4 people. They didn't know, so to still rush in after that one grenade knockdown, it just shows how confident they are. I do feel a little bit sad because I love both of these teams and I want both of them to do well. So I'm a little bit kind of salty, but either way, this game goes on. This game goes on indeed.
So I was talking about the high ground compound towards the bridge area, and it seems like it will be under the control of Indian Tigers. I think that's a really good place to work with.
Yeah.
Just hoping they don't give it away, because there are a lot of teams storming around right there, so they've got to be really cautious, have the eye on the trigger, and shoot if needed. But because 2 other members actually are split, Indian Tigers going for a split kind of playstyle, I don't really agree with that.
Especially when it's a military base finish. Now, I have no problem with it being a 2-2 split to enter into military base, but up until that point, it is risky.
Defend the bridge with 4 members. That makes way more sense. Yeah. You see, that's what I mean also by the Indian team, like especially Team Indian Tigers, like not playing to their playstyle. I would never see them do that at the live finals in India. But here it is, though. Nice shots fired coming out from Deformia. And they're trying to get together. As we said, they're trying to get together. I understand. Thank you very much, Indian Tigers. They maybe heard us in the headset and they did what we just said. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and that's something that that made sense for them to do, because the 2 members were low in health, that they have to try and stick together as a full squad. X-Quest start off their quest. See what I did there? To get another chicken dinner.
The quest of the F.
So Zute does get taken down though on the side of Omen. That does put them down to 3 players. So that's something they're going to be aware of.
Omen in the background moving around this compound under the control of X-Quest. I think it's a really good place to work with. You got the coastline of the water behind you, so that means you're not going to get dived on by behind. So you got only 180 degrees of land to work with here to defend. And X-Quest that can work with a 360 degree, but if it's halved, they're going to have even more pressure on that front line, and it can just stop anyone from diving and engaging on that compound.
Yeah, exactly, and it's something that will really kind of play into this game right now. Like we saw Nova Monster Shield, they're not a military base, they're actually choosing to hold Ferry and Pier on their own. That's kind of a good thing, but it's something that could go against them as all of these teams look to make their way into military base, and as this phase 2 and phase 3 comes up, it could not really bode well as Team IND and the Indian Tigers come together.
You can see there's a big cluster of teams towards that west bridge. So a few of them are going actually, okay, we don't need to. We're just going to go all through the water or on the east side. So you can see some teams rotating towards the east location, especially Kurt Squad, also
and
the Knights.
And here's the thing, like, again, kind of common sense. The plane trajectory was on the west side of the map, yeah? So common sense tells you most of the teams would have landed on the west side, as in they wouldn't have gone that deep north. So if you're going to enter into military base, 9 times out of 10, most of the teams are gonna be on the west side. So there's plenty of space on the east side, and we had vision on what Team Queso did. They've now gone onto the east side of military base because they know that common sense says there's going to be little to no teams there. Brilliant thinking.
But there's already Rejection Gaming actually rotating that way too, so we might have a clash of these 2 teams though. Yeah. Team IND and the other Indian team, Indian Tigers, They are going to be slowly clashing back and forth, but that was the scout of Team IND, so you want to leave. You saw there was a 4-man squad. You can't 1v4, at least I think. So don't take the risk. Just go home.
You never know. You never know.
I would love to see. I would love to have a 1v4 clutch here.
Could pull out an aim locker. That's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it an aim locker. A 1v4.
Still Prince towards that bridge location right now, underneath the bridge to be completely exact. And Team IND now trying to get together. I do appreciate that. They have the compound. They're just going to try and stop Indian Tigers from getting a prime location to work with. And that is a really smart play. Really reactive. Really nice. Done here. It is shots fired coming out. Where's that Scar L? Almost taken down Carry. Not able to quite get that finishing blow. He's trying to run through. Gets to Rock just in time and gets thrown down. M24 shots. Try and get a nice bit of bolt action. Playing really defensive, not really wanted to give their location, but they can't get away from this. There's no way.
Well,
unless they go around, but even the circle's going to move against them.
If they have the smoke utilities, they can make a smoke wall. Well, hey, look, if it means you survive later on in the game, you kind of have to do that, right, Maxon? Yeah. So what they could do is they could create their smoke wall and then actually make their way around the other side of the bridge and go upwards, and then they'll be safe from the side of Team IND.
I think they're going to have a hard time regenerating back up Marvy. Yeah. I think it's safe to assume he's going to die. And we'll send them to a 4v3 for Team IND. There it is. Got taken away by the Scar L push. And it is pretty passive.
Yeah, it is pretty passive. See, the good thing for Indian Tigers at the end of the day is that they're inside circle. So the hope for them, because they're underneath the bridge, Maxon, the hope for them is that they can stay there and another team will third party Team IND and that will give them a chance to exit.
That might be the opportunity they're looking for, so they're just got to try and take their time, hoping that the circle doesn't shift away from their location, but here it is. Getting that attack coming on through. Not really working out there. The high ground there is so valuable with that third person view. Can actually spot out Prince.
Yep.
Get in and out, but he has information also around there. Grenade. Really get the double.
Kobe.
It's a hard opportunity. He's cooking up the grenade. Here it is. Got regen back up. The grenade coming on through. He's going to kill him right away when it knocks. And here it is. Boom. Another one coming on through. And now it's the engagement pulled the trigger by Team IND. Getting 2 members down. And now they can just look for the flush, look for the engage. And you have 1 member remaining. And that is Team Prince, as we've seen his POV right now. And he's just in such a bad spot. And here it is. The third person view on that high ground is just going to be so impactful. 2 Indian teams fighting up against each other. Team IND coming out on top.
Purple Rain not paying off for the side of Indian Tigers, as they will have to reset themselves for Game 5. But this Game 4 is going to continue on as IND looking for more action, looking for more kills. It's the formula. Make their way through the coast.
Going to try and reposition ASAP, but Team Omen's Elite, then the distance.
Yep.
I keep on to say Omen's Esport. Why?
Oh, is it because Omen's as a men's? Is it men's esports? Did you just assume the gender of that organization? That is terrible. It's 2019.
I apologize. I didn't think about what I was saying.
Maybe Omen Elite identifies as an Apache helicopter. That's it's terrible. But either way, Pittsburgh Knights, they're going for a swim. I talk about it, how exercise is an important part of staying active and having, good reflection, good reactions, should I say. Pittsburgh Knights, getting that swing.
They're trying to get towards the mainland right now. I mean, still, they do not have really a compound under their control. But here it is. They're going to lose one of their members, actually. Not looking too good. 2 more remaining on their side. And not a good start. They were playing from very high north. They went to George Pole, and now they rotated inwards. And that is, at this stage, because it's such a closed-up area, military base, you were going to have a hard time getting in the circle.
And again, considering both teams are in need of a good result, for one of them to kind of come out on top, that's really going to help them. As Pittsburgh Knights, they're swimming their way across towards All Reject Gaming. But the thing is, do they expect that? Are they going to see it? I know when you are in the water and when you go underneath the water, even if you get shot at, you're still going to take damage.
And also if you get knocked, you instantly die.
Yeah.
There's no second life right there. So, All Rejecting Gaming, they have an opportunity to take a team down, and I think that's one opportunity they have to take to try and get back up into the high sections of that leaderboard. But still, a military base ending is so essential. You want a military base, this is a perfect thing to work with. And I'm absolutely in love with this 4th game, Imperium.
you gonna take it out for a
For
nice
dinner? Yeah, probably. We'll go for pizza,
nice
something
pizza,
like that.
a bottle of wine, and see where it goes from there.
Yeah.
So
Like a plan. Want to join us?
Okay. Are we gonna have a military base threesome? Anyway, keep it PG, boys and girls. Keep it PG. But Team IND, great spot coming out from no out, as he is going to try and fire those shots off towards XQuest.
If you didn't know what spraying was, this is what spraying is. And applying a lot of pressure on XQuest F as he's trying to rotate in the circle. And as you said, if you're a late bloomer, you're not going to have a good sign to get in that military base area, especially when it's gatekeeped by this team. He has a Kar 98. You peek your head, you are a goner.
And that's what I talk about. Like, if you're going to go enter into military base, you either do it super early or you do it super late. And what XQuest are doing is they're doing it in between, and it's not working out for them for now.
And also, just the location he's working with is actually really good, and XQuest are just going to be, seems like they're being pretty respectful and just leave in. Here it is, another bunch of spray with that Scar L from out OP. Not really going to connect all that many bullets. And they actually get a bunch right there on one of the members. Oh boy, will make it out alive, barely but surely. And I think that now just take a boat, go in the water, do something like that, but you can't make it through the bridge. There it is, they're arriving.
Talking about making it through. J7 has taken a bit of damage. Wi-Fi is swiftly behind, but they're trying to enter into Nova military base without any trouble. But All Rejection Gaming, they know where they are.
Is the grenade going to be cooked up? Is it going to connect on top of Jaeger? Not quite, unfortunately. Actually, at least not a kill. It seemed like they've had the information. Monarch is pretty low. He does have the boat, but he can't really use it. There it is. He's got on the mainland, and here it is. He can fight back, but not for too long. The D-Day didn't really work out. The Americans are getting back home. Feels like 1945 all over again.
Pearl Harbor, Either way, I don't think Jagger actually expected him to peak that early after firing shots on towards All Rejection Gaming. So what is interesting is, what is this next phase going to give us? What is it going to show up? Is it going to shift north, south, east, west? It's quite central. It is definition of military base finish. Area 51, my boy.
Okay, I'm getting too hyped right now. I'm loving this. I'm loving it so far. And here it is. Oh, yes. Deformia, though, they're looking in a really bad spot. Because they are in the same location earlier where Indian Tigers were, and they got shut down. They're under the bridge, and the circle's rotated away, so they're going to have a hard time getting inwards. But one team that's looking really good is Omen's Elite in the dead center.
Yeah, Omen Elite, they are looking pretty strong right now. I've got to give credit where credit is due to Pittsburgh Knights. They've been able to get into the circle. They've been able to get into military base with generally relative ease, to be honest. As XQF, they're still outside the military base, and
they can't get there.
They're pinched.
They're in the really big pinch right now in Pyramid. As I said, the only way to get in at this point would be through the water. Yeah. But look at that timer before the next circle closes up. 1 minute 30 seconds. That is a ticking bomb for XQuest F. And if they don't react now, they will get taken away. And once again, Erangel will be their dark map where they can't take a win.
But here's the thing. I actually think it would be wise for him to wait until Phase 3 shift shows up. Because even if they're taking blue zone damage, in my opinion, it's still safer than looking to going into the bridge compound now. But they're pulling the trigger. They're taking the punch. 2 members are going across the bridge.
It is, though, All Rejection Gaming on the move. But a lot of members in one car. And I know that I do not like that. But they have been scouted out a little bit of shots back and forth. They will be good for now. But still, that doesn't explain why you are doing this. I will not forgive you for this.
Purple Mood, they landed deep north. Remember? And they've been able to get into military base on the east side of the coast with no issues.
Careful there. Omen's Elite. We only have 2 members remaining, so if you're picking a fight, you've got to be really confident about that fight. But Nova Monster Shield in the distance. Vixia going to be taking its time. Kurt Squad, also one of their members, just going to be rushing on through. And X, you can just see the pinch is just not looking good. Deformia going to be losing their member that was stuck under the bridge.
Yeah.
Still a few members remaining.
There is now XQF. They're not ones that back down, so they're kind of taking this fight against IND, and like right now, they are heavily losing it, and sometimes here's the thing, like, again, of course, there's a reason why XQF are first place overall, that they're getting the chicken dinners, but I kind of feel that you have to make the calculated play.
The circle is closing up, and now you can see X-Quest, they just have to do something, they have to rush.
Yep.
But they're going to have to be careful because you might see them get deleted by Team IND in just a few short seconds. Unfortunately, back now to military base. Team Omen's Elite, they have a really good location. This building here is so good for scouting. Just got 360 degrees actually vision from that second floor. If you can use that to your advantage, even if you only have a two team up and running it, you can still scout the entire area super easily.
Now, see, what is going to be interesting as we do see, once again, they're staying inside the blue zone. They're hungry for those kills, right? They don't care. They'll take the little bit of tick damage so much. Exactly. If it means putting Express under more pressure and hopefully taking the top team out, as you did see one of them actually going into the vehicle and going over the bridge into the water.
I'm okay with that. I'm really surprised that Team IND gave up so easily that location. They were the one that were holding the bridge. Even if they had to take damage, they would have been fine in my opinion. But Team IND, they're just leaving X-Quest F at it, and they can potentially come back from that game. They have so many locations to break through up to north to the west section. It's so good.
Talking about so many locations, usually when we see a military base finish, it actually kind of ends up in the fields or outside a military base. This is a military base. This is a true military base finish. So what is that going to tell? You're going to have compounds. You're going to have the crates inside the military base. You're going to have the those little tiny compounds. Yeah, you're going to have the kind of those three main military buildings is going to play a big part.
It's going to be so important. Team Kesso, the Knights, Pittsburgh Knights, just going to be taking their time trying to rotate inwards. X-Quest now, they are starting to have casualties on their side. But they are able to rotate in. They are in the circle. They are in the safe zone, at least for now. And they are, at least they survived the hardest, which I was not expecting. So they did a really good job with what was given to them.
Yeah, in my opinion, such a dangerous play what RG started doing. They're going in towards Omen Elite. What is Seagull going to be able to do? They're going to be found out. The smoke grenade is going to fly out. RG looking to really invade right now as the nades come out.
They're trying to smoke out the area to try and slow down or completely even stop that rush from RG Star Team, because they only have two members. They know they can't really pick that fight. So they just want to try and slow things down and try and maybe have an opportunity where another team will pick RG Star Team and actually save them from a certain defeat.
Like, we know what RG Star can do in a compound rush, right? We know how well they are kind of positioning around an opponent and around an enemy team. Gotta give credit to Seagull in particular, and of course the Omelette team Memo. They did so good to react by throwing out those smoke grenades. It completely puts RG in their place.
Still, nothing's gonna really happen here. Just both teams smoked out, and RG, they have the lower section, so they can maybe share this compound. Just like have a little bit of a collaboration coming on through, because I think the both teams don't want to really commit to this, and I don't even think the RG Star Team has the information that Omen's is only 2 members.
That's true.
If they know, they would maybe play really aggressive, but they have no info about that.
I do see Team Secret or Rejection Gaming. They're on the edge of military base in terms of where the planes are.
Then All Rejection Gaming sticking really close together, but this is an area, military base, that is not that good to be in, because you only have a really open field to go through if you want to get to the main building. So this is going to be really complicated for All Rejection Gaming and Team Secret all together, so they've got to be very aware and cautious of their next move if they want to try and go for it. This is just now really cold war going on through. X-Quest F, they were able to get in the next circle, so okay, they're fine. They 100% survived that. I'm really happy to see that coming on through.
Okay.
We still have 14 teams. It's such a small area because there's so many compounds to share. I am loving this.
But here's what's interesting. Even though I mentioned compounds and crates, it has kind of ended in an open field part of the military base, right? It has ended with the land area where the rejected planes are, so to speak. There's still compounds in place. There's still compounds in favor, most notably where Omen Elite are at, as well as RG.
RG, they're still trying.
Yep.
They're not giving up quite yet. But I think now the amount of utility is gone. I think they do not have any more. You can see there are way less smokes right now. And this might be the opportunity that RG Star Team were looking for to finally compound rush this. As Team Secret and All Rejection Gaming, they're outside of military base and they are fighting it out, and only one of those two teams will make it in.
And then you also have the side of Team Top. They're in the building right beside them. They're just biding their time. They're just holding their own. But Team Secret, they look for All Rejection Gaming, and we do see one of them knocked down. Smoke Grenade is going to fly out on this side of Planet just to try and get that revive up.
Yeah, if you can't get the revive, it's actually going to go back to 3v2. It's a 2v2 right now. Here it is without the grenade. It was, but a little bit too far, unfortunately. One member in the distance, Sarah, not able to really give that much, but it's a different angle that can actually be really useful. And Purple Moon, though, in the distance, they're trying to rotate. They want a piece of that meat. Trying to get involved in this skirmish, potentially.
Oh
here
my
is the rush coming on through from RG Star Team, looking aggressive, but really well defended by Omen's Elite. But they will have Seagull put down, and this might be the fight that RG Star Team are looking for. But they have two members knocked away, and here it is. Aim Locker looking for the engage. Mimo able to regen back up to 75%. Game looking for the engage, trying to stop the regen back up from their members, trying to spray as much as possible, but he's a little bit too scared right now. He's going to try and back off. Not ready to commit, but that is still a really good defense from Omen's Elite. And here it is, looking for the rush. He has a few members knocked, not able to flush him quite yet. He did have a Molotov coming on through. It was actually thrown out by RG Star Team, which is actually dooming his own team.
Well, there was always a chance he was going to go down anyway, and that Molotov cocktail did push Memo out a bit, so I actually agree with that.
They were taken away. They were actually eliminated.
Wow.
Omen's Elite doing an absolute god play right there.
Wow.
Their compound defended 2v4 versus RG Star Team. They did not have the situation going their way, and they just did an absolutely awesome move. Got it. Okay, you wanted NA to step it up. That's what they did right there.
Memo in particular. Nothing against you know, the other player.
He's still playing aggressive. He's going for it. I got nothing to lose at this point.
Like Seagut did a great job initially, but Memo, just to get that first aid kit off, right, to put him up to 75 health, that's what made the difference. And RG, sorry, they didn't push it enough. But either way, we're seeing this come out. Kurt Squad get eliminated in 11th place. Suddenly we're down to 28 players and 10 teams max map.
Just as I said, same joke as earlier, but Thanos, half of the players just instantly gone off this Erangel map Imperium. And it's now moving away from the compounds, actually. You see the next circle on the top right of your screen. There are only a few amount of buildings. So now this is the point of time. This is the tipping point where these teams are slowly going to be taken away. But X-Quest F still on the quest for that chicken dinner.
Oh, my lord. We see Top Esports, Team IND come together. Top Esports hold the edge of the blue zone. Team IND hold their position as they stop Top Esports from getting into the circle.
Deformia, they were one of the first teams to set foot in military base, and they're one of the first ones to leave it as they were taken away. And now, the Monster Shield out in 9th and not looking too good. They took the last chicken dinner on Erangel. Seems like that will not be the case this time around.
No, like, we've got to talk about the kind of teams down the south. Like, you have Pittsburgh Knights, you have All Rejection Gaming, who took out Team Secret, if I'm correct, and you have Purple Mood Esports.
This is still looking pretty damn close. A few teams having to rush in. All Rejection Gaming there. That's the end, in my opinion. So that's a really good angle. Purple Mood, I don't know what they're really doing right here. This is really weird play from them. Paraboy going to get 5 kills for himself. Nicely done. But that is the angle given over, and that's going to be one of their members taken away on All Rejection Gaming. Here it is. It's a cluster of teams fighting all up against each other. Only one will come out on top. Unfortunately, X-Quest Dev looking damn good. And getting a few nice flushes away. But Top Esports actually having a really good location to work with.
Yeah, look at Years and K-Save. They're actually on the other side of that wall, though, where X-Quest do hold. However, X-Quest, yes, they've got the cover of the walls, but they still got plenty of teams around them that could put them in a bit of a sticky situation. However, Paraboy, he's leading on to it. We do see Top Esports, they've now actually gone to the edge. Can Jimmy find a couple of kills?
Yes, he can.
Here's taking a bit of damage. KSR gets knocked down.
Jimmy on an absolute beast of a kill streak. 3 kills going his way so far. Maybe they're looking for more. As All Rejection Gaming, the circle was their downfall. And it will be going out. Same for Purple Moon. Damn! So many teams getting taken away by the circle. Only 3 teams remaining in Pyramid with 10 players all around.
X-Quest have 11 kills already. 11.
Did you see that?
11
the
kills.
bad spot they were in earlier was that bridge against Team IND, and they just flipped it on its head in just a snap of a finger, and they're just doing absolutely awesome, and they are running away with the lead today.
That is ridiculous. You give them an inch, they take a mile. And that's exactly what they're doing in this Erangel game. Are they redeeming what happened on game 2? Are they increasing their lead in the top of the table? Are they showing these teams how it's done? Right now, that's exactly what they're doing.
I'm just in absolute awe that they turned that bridge situation into this. Into just like the prime situation. But still top. Oh, I'm talking about it. AKM from top is going to be taken away. And that grenade! X-Quest Steph just going to be shutting them down, putting it about, like right now down to 2 teams. And top esport taken away now is only Team Top remaining versus X-Quest Steph. And the circle is moving against them. Out of 4 games, this might be 3 chicken dinners going to weigh up X-Quest F.
No, Sanji Min does get knocked down onto Cat. That puts him down to 3 players. This could be a bit of a chance, but a fantastic knockdown coming down from Cool Boy.
Here it is. They're looking for the rush, trying to get into a better location, trying to get behind that wall to try and regen back up a few of their members, like Alice. If he can regen her back up, that would be awesome. A grenade coming on through. Will this be the Kobe grenade they were looking for? Almost, but not quite yet. AKM was also regened over there, so even if it did, it wouldn't be the end. Cook grenade not quite working out. But X-Quest, they are making me lose my mind. But here it is, shots fired back and forth.
Great
Cody,
play.
nicely done. Really good angle despite not having the high ground. He's trying to regen back up. Alice, getting 2 members would be really good. X-Quest F still 4 members. Only 3 there. I thought there was another one on the right, but here it is.
Okay.
AKM getting really close. A grenade going to be cooked up. He can chuck it at the right angle. They're really close together. Will they do some work? Here it is. He gets 2 down. This is absolutely perfect. Top, you can go for it right now. That's a 1v2 scenario.
Alice.
Here it is.
He's going
Alice
for
going to go for the rush, trying to get the upper hand. He does get shut down in the process. Proud Boy turned into a 1v1 scenario, trying to get that AKM kill. Can he get it? Yes, he can. X-Quest F doing it again.
Man, what a finish that game. I was not expecting X-Quest to be put under that much pressure. We saw Top really putting out all the stuff to try and keep themselves alive. The biggest mistake